as you guys can see, my microphone is a little beat up. So apparently, when I was packing, it fell and it broke. So, and I got no stand for it either because I can't find it. But welcome back. Sorry for the long wait. I've been trying to settle in, and I'm already settled in, kinda. But without further ado, we're gonna start this video by talking about my previous jobs. So I'm just gonna, just pretty much talk about what I started out with, how old I was, how long I was there, yada yada, all this stuff. And feel free to give me more ideas. I mean, I already have a bunch, but for future videos, because I'm probably gonna make some more soon. And I'm just trying to get my subscribers up. Make sure you subscribe and give me a like if you like this video. If you don't, then do it anyway. No, I'm just kidding. Sorry about that. Okay. I got my first job when I was 18 years old. I got at this factory, right? And I didn't get it because of me, right? I didn't have no experience. I was just a kid. Literally just fresh out of high school. Like 2 months after high school, I graduated high school. The thing is, my pops knew the general manager, right? And they've been close for I don't even know how many years, but they had a relationship. I mean, the guy's he passed away like 2 years ago or something. Rest in peace. But it's like a manufacturing factory where they create boxes and stuff like that, like heavy machinery, forklifts, yada yada, all that stuff. But they gave me a job as a general laborer. If you don't know what that means, pretty much doing hard labor and pretty much load things up, pack things up by hand. And at the time, it was 2012. I was making like $15.49, right? And that was a lot at the time. I couldn't complain, but I was happy. It was a little strict, but it was whatever. I wish it would have ended differently because I didn't have the right gadgets. And when I mean gadgets, like you couldn't listen to music. You couldn't pull your phone out because that would be automatic, sent home. All that stuff. So let's go back. My dad went to the place, right, and he's like, yeah, I'm here to talk to the guy's name. And I'm telling him it's Jose, because my dad's name's Jose. And the guy automatically, he knew who he was, and then he gave him a handshake, hugged him, and whatever. And he was like, yeah, this is my son. He just got out of high school, and I was wondering if you can give him a job here. He's like, what does he know? And my dad's like, nothing, he's just fresh out of high school, he doesn't know anything. He just wants to learn something about this business. And to his I think he managed to give me a chance because of my dad, because I don't think he gave me he didn't have any what's it called, he didn't have any faith in me, because he obviously know me and I get it, but whatever. So he gave me the job. He told me orientation is gonna be Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. till 3, whatever. And I started working there. It was cool. But I was gonna work second shift because that was the only job they were offering at the time. The only shift. So it was 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. But sometimes I would work 12 hours, and I was working 12 hours Monday through Saturday. So if you guys do the math, that's 72 hours total. Bro, I was fucking exhausted, man. I was so done for, bro. I'm 18 years old. I just turned 18. It was a month. I just turned 18, so I'm just a kid. I was exhausted. I was so tired. I only had 1 day off, and sure, the paycheck looked great, right? But what was it worth? I couldn't even waste it because I didn't have no time to myself. restaurant or whatever. But eventually my dad just got over it or whatever. But whatever. After that, I was a bum, living in my mom and dad's basement and just doing nothing. Oh, and finally, like 6, 7 months later, I got a job as a delivery driver for Pizza Hut, and I was getting paid $8.25 because that was minimum wage at the time, and I got the job in 2013. So I was happy. I was making like $454 every 2 weeks. So I mean, now that's horrible money, but at the time, I guess it was something that could suffice. So I was like just driving deliveries. I mean, I would make like not even a lot, like probably like $40 in tips, like in a day. Sometimes less, sometimes a little bit more. And then I told them, like, I was like, yeah, my car's no good, like it's fucking up a lot. So I just wondering if I could be a cook, and they gave me the job as a cook. I liked it more for a little bit because it got me more busy. I didn't have to come out, go in, go out, go in. The car, it was annoying. I don't even like driving like that. And then my car smelled like fucking pizza and wings and all that stuff, and I didn't like that. So cooking, yeah, it can be a little stressful when it's like busy, but it was alright for the most part. But I ended up quitting too because I was getting exhausted already, and they changed management, so the other manager left. So some new old guy came in, and we never got along. So I was like, yeah, I'm good. I'm out. I got a job at a distribution warehouse from of Macy's. I don't know. You guys know what that is? Macy's, the store. You get clothes, clones, all that stuff. So I was there for like 3 months to 4 months, something like that, or 3 months, and I was getting paid $10 an hour, and it was not bad, I mean, it was hand labor. You were like unloading trucks with your hand, big boxes, and then loading trucks by hand also. Like, they didn't use forklifts, which is weird now. But yeah, I managed to save like a couple $1,000s there just to save, and then I left. And then my mom gave me an application of her job, like, here, sign, like, fill this application, is for my job. I'm like, what? So am I gonna get hired? It's like, probably. Just fill it up and I'm gonna take it. So sure as shit, she gave it back to the manager, and it was cool. I got a call, and they wanted to do an interview. I went to the interview, and I talked to the supervisor and the superintendent, and then they're like, yeah, you start Monday, but like, you're gonna have to start by staff agency. So I'm like, oh, so it's not direct? It's like, no, we're gonna give you a staff agency. We're gonna hire you through a staff agency, and then in time we'll see if we can hire you directly. I'm like, oh, okay. So they gave me the information of the office, the staff agency office, to apply there. And then once I signed up for there, I did the piss test, whatever, they called me, and then I start Monday from like 2:30 p.m. to whatever, to the end. And I was making $8.25 too, because I was in Chicago. But I didn't care because I was working 12 hours now. So I was 2:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. So, because I didn't pay the lunch. So I was making $450 a week. So it was $900 for 2 weeks. This was in 2014. So I mean, it's still shit around here right now. But finally, after 3 months of working 12 hours, like throughout my sweat and tears and blood and all that stuff, because I did bleed sometimes, my cuticles, they took me back in the office, and they decided to give me a directly hire, and then they sent me for another piss test at another clinic. So I went there. I got everything was good. They gave me a booklet. They gave me like all the tools, like the uniform, all the stuff. The reimbursement for the steel toe boots. And I started working in 2014 14th of December 30th, so right before New Year's Eve. So it was cool. I started working pretty much 2015, and I quit. If you guys have been watching my channel for a while now, that's the day I quit my job. I have it in my videos, you can search it. The day I quit my job, I managed to work there from 2015 to 2018, so almost 8 years. Because I quit in October, and I started in December, so 2 more months I would have like completed 8 years. So that's why I say almost 8 years. But I'm not even gonna get into that because that's a long story. But yeah, I quit that job, and I managed to get another job at another factory called Clearwater Paper Corporation. I was a forklift driver there. It was not bad, good pay. It was like $22 something an hour. And well, I didn't tell you the other job before. I got $8.25 right through the staff agency, and then through direct I was making $12. And then like 2 years in, they gave me a raise of $2, so I was making $14.40, something like that. And then after 14, I just every year they give you like a percentage raise. So I made it to 15, and then I made it to 15.60, and then finally I got a huge raise because they gave me a promotion. So I started making 19 something hours. So it was good, But as I was saying, the other job, Clearwater, I started making 22 something right, like from the start. And this is in 2022, in the end of 2022. So I was only there for 5 months. Unfortunately, I mean, the job was okay. It's just sometimes the schedule was a little bit bad because it was 2 days, 2 mornings and 2 nights, and it was a rotational schedule. So for example, if I start Monday, my last day is Thursday. So Monday in the morning, Tuesday in the morning, Wednesday at night, and Thursday at night. And then I have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Now I start Tuesday morning, Wednesday morning, Thursday night, Friday night, and then Saturday I'm off, Sunday I'm off, Monday I'm off, and Tuesday I'm off. And now I start Wednesday in the morning, Thursday in the morning, Friday in the afternoon, and Saturday in the afternoon. And it just keeps going. And yeah, eventually I just it was really screwing up my sleep because it's hard, I'll be like this at work when it's like 12, and I'm still need to be there for another 6 hours. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do this. I can't do this. So I ended up trying to find, another job as a machine operator for like another factory. I got the job, but I guess it was a misunderstanding because I got hired, right? I don't know what exact date, but I quit that job and I got hired over here making $25 an hour. And I've had experience of like this type of machines, but I guess they had different products. So I remember like the whatever he was, supervisor, whatever, he was like, hey, are you sure you told me the truth? I'm like, what are you talking about? Are you sure you have experience in this thing, in this type of work? I'm like, well, yeah, man, but like you guys are using different type of sheets. I use like fatter type of sheets, but like the machine is similar. He's like, I don't know, man, like it's very different. This is very different type of work. I know what you're talking about, yada yada. And I'm like, look, just give me a month and I'll learn this. Just trust me. He's like, he just nodded his head and just walked away, right? Sure as shit, a week goes by, and then that Monday I came back. I think he let me finish the day. No, he didn't. He brought me to the office after lunch, and I knew something was gonna happen because I could see it in his face. There's a small ass like warehouse, so small, like literally like probably like 20 employees. Like it was so small. It's just so small. So he's like, it was like this. Hey, Jordy. And then I just follow me, and I just ran and follow him. Like, yeah, it's gonna be bad. I know it. And all the bills I had, like you guys know, I had my mortgage. I had a car note. I had like all the credit cards that I owe. all the other bills on top, you know, like food, like groceries, gas, the utilities, all the other stuff. I'm like, damn. And then I just sat down and he's like, unfortunately, we're gonna have to let you go. And then I'm like, fuck. I mean, I expected that. And I was like, I'm sorry. You know, like, I know you know how to drive the forklift, yada yada, you have experience, we're not hiring that, but as soon as we have an opening, we'll call you. I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. So I just got up, you know, I didn't care, you know, my anxiety was up the roof. So I just walked away and I got in my car and I drove away. And as soon as I was driving home, I was just like going through Indeed jobs. I don't know if you guys know what that is. And I was just applying as soon as I was driving, because it was like a 45-minute drive to my house. And then when I made it home, I kept applying. Hey, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, a lot of people, I mean, a lot of jobs called me. UPS called me, Nova Logistics called me, RJW called me, IKEA called me, FedEx called me. Who else? Some other writer called me, a warehouse. A lot of warehouse jobs, making like 21, 50. I was just trying to get close to what I was doing before, because I was not gonna go back to my ex jobs. So, you know, I got fired after a week, so it was like horrifying. And then after 1 month of unemployed, I finally got another job. So I mean, I was making 21 an hour. And it was like, that job was horrifying. It was just like, it was like high school, man. Like little kids, young guys, just doing all this drama, and then a bunch of illegals too. It was horrifying. I only managed to stay there. I was working in April, and I left in July. So April, the end of April. So May, June, July. So like 3 months, give or take. And then I got another job at a freezer warehouse. I was not there for a long time. I was there for 2 months and a half, because the job was okay. It was close, but the cold was bad. I was making $24.50 an hour, which it was not bad. It was stand-up reach. I liked it, but the cold was just the thing that I could not do. So I ended up quitting that job. And then I got another job at a place, a factory that is called International Paper. I started working there September 19, all the way through January 26, whatever, like literally like 2 weeks ago, whatever. No, not 2 weeks ago, like 4 weeks ago. And then unfortunately that job, it was alright, you know, it's just the commute was a little too far, 50 minutes again. But I was making $23.60 something an hour, so it was not bad. And it was a lot of overtime, so it was cool. But the job was stressful, you know, it was so stressful at times. And then the supervisor, he was a jackass. But I was like, man, but they didn't fire me. I didn't quit. They fired me because of points. Unfortunately, I went to Mexico, and since I don't have a year, I couldn't get vacation time, so they had to give me points, and they all added up. So, you know, they ended up like firing me because of their policy, attendance policy, whatever. So now I got a job at a warehouse right now, working in the morning, and I'm not making jack shit. They're making $21.50, and I'm working, you know, 8 hours, like 4:30 to 1. Which is not bad. I mean, it's only like 17 minutes away, so it's not bad. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's all the jobs I've had so far. You know, it's crazy how things go. So, but sometimes, if you're not happy at a place that you work, you shouldn't settle for that. Keep applying. Find something else that you're more passionate about, or you actually like the job. Don't ever settle for what you have, you know. If you're not happy, move on. That's at least what I can say. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. Let me know what you guys want to see next, and I'll see you in the next.